Hey, 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 it's Tia, baby. And I am back with another video. So I received a notification from a supporter who wanted me to talk about the Grammy Museum and why Selena isn't posted in there or doesn't have an exhibit in there. And Jenny Rivera does, and another. And they also sell, it's a section in there that celebrates Latin artists. And I'll read that. I will put the passage in the video, and I'll do a voiceover to read it later on in the video. But I was told that they wanted me to give my opinion about it. So the supporter told me that they have emailed the museum and also reached out to them and didn't get a response. So I visited the Grammy Museum's website and I looked everywhere to see if maybe they overlooked it. But apparently the supporter was right. It is no sign of Selena on there. They did have a section about celebrating Latin artists and celebrating the Latin Grammy Awards, which is I believe 20 years old. The Latin Grammy Awards is 20 years old, but no sign of Selena. And I called the marketing department and left a message, but no one has responded as of yet. So my opinion about it, it could be several reasons. I mean, of course, it's unfortunate that she isn't in there, but we don't know the real reason why. The supporter had said that it could be maybe the Quintanillas had something to do with it. I will give my opinion all around. So the first reason I believe that could be a reason why she isn't in the Grammy Museum, it could be because Rivera has been out just as long as Selena, but I believe Selena's been out a little longer, a couple of years longer than she has. However, Jenny Rivera is very well known pretty much all over the U.S. and Spanish-speaking countries. When Selena was alive, Selena was well known throughout Texas and maybe a few other states in the U.S. like Miami, Florida, just bits and certain areas in the United States, but mainly Texas and Spanish-speaking countries. So that's the difference. Also, when Jenny Rivera was alive, she also had a reality show. That can also be a reason. I mean, because that boosted up her popularity. That's how I knew who she was, due to the reality show. I saw a few episodes of it back then, but that's how I knew who she was. I wasn't familiar with her music. I don't think she does. She doesn't sing Tejano. I know she sings Mexican regional music, but I don't think she sings Tejano music. And I know Tejano music is popular in Texas. And everyone outside of Texas, a lot of people have embraced her music, and that's due to, unfortunately, after her death and due to the movie. Whereas though Rivera has been popular prior to her death, nationwide, and after. And I think the reality show also helped it a lot. Also, they both sold a lot of records. I believe Selena sold about a little more than Rivera after her death. During her before her death, she sold a few million, I want to say 16 million records. But after her death, she sold a lot more. Wizzo Rivera, she sold like 18 million prior to her death. But also Selena, even though Selena sold 16 million, I think before her death. I could be wrong. I read it I think I read it last night, but I forgot. I'll put it in the video if I'm wrong. But Selena is and still is the top selling Latin artist in the Billboard charts and all of that. Before and after her death, she was like the Beyonce of her time back then. She was getting Beyonce and Michael Jackson, because she was getting called up on stage for winning awards after awards after awards after awards. And she did win a Grammy, and I do believe she deserves her exhibit in that museum. My second reason could be they could have reached out to the Quintanillas. They could have. But maybe the Quintanillas turned it down for a specific reason. Maybe because they already have a museum for Selena that have most of her valuables sealed in that museum. And so maybe they don't trust anybody outside of them to handle any of her precious costumes or items, because, even though I really don't consider her outfits vintage as of yet, because the 90s is long time ago, but it wasn't that long ago versus, when you go to like national museums where they have like the original clothing of like presidents and of 100 years ago, or and things like that, where it's like one simple touch will could possibly ruin the fabric or even devalue it. So that can also be a reason. Maybe they fear that, letting someone outside of their family handle any of her merchandise to be displayed in the museum could possibly demolish or mess up the fabric or devalue its worth. Who knows? So that could be a fear, just a trust thing. Also, maybe they don't want to pay them. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe if the Grammy Museum specialists reached out to them, maybe they were considering it, and maybe the dictator asked, how much will it cost to get her stuff displayed, or some of her stuff displayed. Maybe he didn't want to pay the price for it. Maybe he felt like he didn't want to pay the money for it. Why pay the money for that when her stuff is exhibited in their own museum for free? So maybe that's a reason. Who knows? So I think those can be valuable reasons. I still believe that some of her merchandise she should be exhibited in the Grammy Museum, especially because she's a household name. But also, that's my other point. Jenny Rivera was a household name before her death and after, nationwide. Selena was a household name in certain areas of the U.S., but she was a household name in pretty much everywhere after her death. That's a difference as well. But like I said, I feel like because she won a Grammy and because she is now a household name, and pretty much everyone knows who she is, she should be honored in the Grammy Museum, because she also was nominated the year after she received her Grammy. So she definitely has some experience. And then she also won an honorary Grammy last year, I believe, which I feel like they stole her shine, because you had to really listen very hard and fast to hear her name. It went by so quick, it was not even funny. But yet the media hyped it up as if that she was going to be celebrated at the Grammys, like that she was going to have a segment. They didn't do any. They did her dirty. But she definitely should have been, or should be, honored at the Grammy Museum. So hopefully this video will get some exposure and motivate them to do something about it. If they did, or reach out, and if they did reach out to the Quintanillas and they just declined it for whatever reason, then that's the reason. People can be entitled to get upset or disappointed at them if they did, because she should be honored. But if they have a viable reason, then we can't do nothing but accept that reason. So I will only accept the reason if it's a trust issue, if it's due to the fact that they don't trust other people handling her merchandise to be exhibited in the in the museum, because they may be afraid that they may ruin the merchandise or devalue it. I can understand that. But if it's like because of money issues, I don't accept that, because they got money. You see how much they, they put out a lot of, unnecessary merchandise and shows and things and movies and series and things, um, to earn some profit and money, but they want to cover it up and say, "Oh, the fans." Yeah, the fans may want to see more Selena, but what we want to see, they won't show. They keep showing the same old stuff over and over again. We want to see some of those home videos of Selena. Because she has some. She does. We want to see some candid videos of Selena. We want to see that interview, like I said in a previous video, that interview that she did with her husband in her home. We want to see that. I know I do. I want to see that. I will pay money to see that. But for some reason, they won't put that out. If they want to sit up there and get profit off of Selena, then they could very much, make a DVD, or or even use Netflix to do a documentary, a never before documentary of Selena that shows, unreleased footage for interviews, or just candid home videos, kind of like what they did for the Marilyn Monroe documentary that they just that Netflix had just um, posted up. And I watched it. I fell asleep on it, but it was actually good, because you see a different side of Marilyn Monroe that the media did not show in previous documentaries, because these are her actual friends or actual people that was around her talk about her, and then there's some candid videos of her, and then her talking and stuff like that. So if you haven't watched that, check that out. But that's definitely something that they should do for the fans, if they all about the fans. Um, Also, I received notification from another supporter that allegedly Susie Q, aka Suzette, is going to be a grandmother. That her son is having a baby. I don't know the gender of the baby, but maybe if it's a girl, maybe they'll name her Selena. Who knows? Um, but yeah, if that's true, congratulations to her. It's nothing bad I could say about that. It's a blessing. It is what it is. Yeah. So, oh yeah. Also, I did, even though I seen the article about the another wax figure of Selena. I've seen the picture of it and I've seen the article way before a supporter had told me about it, but I didn't read the article. I just saw the picture. Sometimes I don't like to read a lot of things because my attention span is really short. But my opinion about I was told that it was allegedly unauthorized. But my opinion about it is that it looks like a really sloppy job. It's nothing compared to the Madame Tussauds one. That one looks almost identical to Selena, but this one looks more like Christian Sorrento that played Selena. That's what that one looked like. It just looked really bootleg and cheap. That's the only thing I can say about it. If it is unauthorized, I'm sure the Quintanillas will take care of that situation. Who knows? But yeah. So that's all I have right now. Today is my birthday. Um, Cinco de Mayo. How ironic is that? But yes, that is my actual birthday, and I will be enjoying it the best way I can. Um, the whole weekend and then some. And, also this will be my first Mother's Day. So that's very special. So, yeah, everybody, if you're a mother, happy Mother's Day. It is very hard work, but it's well worth it. If you're a mother figure, happy Mother's Day. Auntie, grandma, great grandma, stepmom, godmom, sister who is a mom, or sister who is taking the role as a mom, um, mentor, all of that. Happy Mother's Day. Peace.